Hi, welcome to Remove Logic Radio, everybody. I'm your host, Karen Ray Lacey, and I'm so glad that you joined me tonight for another inspiring episode of Remove Logic Radio Show. Why remove logic? I'm glad you asked because we believe that God is not bound by logic or logistics, and we are here to serve individuals who are stuck to help you to get unstuck and how to navigate a path when you're in a pivot for whatever may be going on in your life, whatever challenges that you may be facing. We just believe that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ask, think, or imagine. And we like to ask the question, what do you do when God's answers are outside of the framework of logic? Remove the logic and go on and be and do whatever it is that God has declared, decided, made a plan for you to be in the earth. We just say logic sometimes is a barrier for those things to take place, to manifest in your life. So here at Remove Logic, we are here to give you the space, the place to disrupt that thinking, to take away traditional thinking patterns. And maybe you're seeking strategies to encourage you in innovative thinking, encourage you to change or to challenge assumptions underlying current beliefs or practices. Well, you have made it to the right place. Remove Logic Radio Show. So I'm glad that you're here. We're here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. We stream live from Fishbowl Radio Network. And then we also have our Facebook page, Remove Logic, and then our YouTube channel, Remove Logic. So if you're new here, you want to catch up, maybe see last week's episode, or just to kind of see what we're all about, you're welcome to subscribe to our YouTube channel or just catch us on Facebook. At any rate, thank you so much for joining me um, tonight. I want to take the time to acknowledge those that are being impacted by the government shutdown and just consider this season as a time of prayer and encouragement and a time of grace because you don't know what people may be going through in their own personal lives and what they may be the challenges that people may be facing due to the shutdown where they may have been impacted. So exercise some patience out there and be kind and considerate to others. And maybe just check on your neighbor to see how they are doing. Mental health does matter. So, again, we like to be relevant. We like to, just talk about things that are relevant to current events and things that you may be facing. And I know that Remove Logic airs in places other than the United States. So if you're seeing this broadcast and you're in one of the countries that we do air, I'm asking you to also lift up us here in the United States of America because we are certainly going through some interesting times. Um, that being said, tonight's show, I have a very special guest, somebody that I think she inspires me on a daily basis. But I just thought, you know what? I think that you would be an inspiration to so many others. So I invited her on, and tonight's show is Beyond Years. That's the title of our show, Beyond Years, Faith, Health, and Purpose at 84. And we celebrate faith here, resilience, and the power to pivot at any age. And today we're sitting down with an incredible 84-year-old woman whose life is proof that age is just a number. And when you walk by faith and not by sight, you will be amazed at the things that God can do with you at any age. So get ready for wisdom, laughter, and a whole lot of inspiration because God's purpose for us never retires. It never retires. So I want to introduce to some, present to others, my mom, Faye Ray. Hold on one second and I'll pop her in. Hey, Mama.
Hey, babe.
How you doing?
I'm well.
For some of you know that yesterday was Mom's birthday. She turned 84. And I'd asked her last week that I want to interview her because she's always busy, always doing something, always thinking about others, always inspiring. And this is what we know her as. But I just thought that today would be a good day for you guys to get to know my mom. And I'm going, she's nervous. So I'm
Yes.
not going to take her too fast. I'm going to take her slow. I'm not going to take her too fast. So, Mom, hold on one second. I'm just getting my little thoughts together, things I want to ask you. But I'm so glad that you said yes. And as I do with anybody, I'm always inspired as to who I invite on the show because Remove Logic is God inspired. It is not Karen's, it belongs to God, and He just trusted it in my care. So when I ask, I usually get a yes. I rarely ever get a no, but I'm inspired as to who I ask. So I just want to tell you thank you so much for coming on and sharing your space, your world, and your wisdom with us on the Remove Logic community. Is there anything
Thanks
you
for
want to
the
say before
invitation.
we you want to say anything before we get started?
No, not really.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. See this? This is my box of Kleenex because Mom will cry at the drop of a hat.
Yes, she will.
So just in case she starts crying, I got my tissue handy. And but we're gonna try to get through this without a tear. But if you do, it's okay, Mama.
Okay, babe.
I want to talk with you just about at 84. Tell me what you do to embrace your age. How do you embrace your age?
With enthusiasm. Um, every day is an adventure, and I just look for things to do that speak to my soul.
Okay.
And I define my age, nobody else does. I can make 84 be whatever I feel like it should be. So I just look for joy every day, and I
Okay.
find it.
Do you is there ever a moment that you feel like woe is me to be 84, or you're always excited about, you know,
Mm-mm.
okay,
I, I wake up with excitement and
that's good.
expectation. I look for the best in every day, and I find it. It's there.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. So, one thing I can say for me, I have an adventurous spirit. I always tell people like what, and some people say we don't know where you are. Sometimes I want to call you and say, "What are you doing today?" Because we know you're out there doing something. But I do get that adventurous spirit from you. That the fact that I'm not afraid of anything and I just go for it no matter what. God inspired, but there are some things that though God inspires us, you still have to play your own part.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I do get a lot of those attributes from you. So I just want to say thank you
Thank you.
for being fearless and
I'm
being
not,
an example.
yeah, I'm not so sure I'm fearless, but I am not, I don't stop because of the fear. You do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
So,
afraid.
yeah,
Do
you
it
do it
afraid.
afraid.
Yeah. Now, what's the biggest life change you face since after turning 60? Because 60 is where I am, or a lot of my friends are, of course, in their 60s. And so, what was one of the biggest life changes that you remember facing after turning 60?
After 60, I'd probably say it was selling my house and moving to Dallas with Alan, rather, with Natasha. And that was a big step for me. But
Okay.
yeah, it has worked out well. And I I left all my friends in Fort Worth and I found new friends in Dallas and Allen and all over North Texas. You just get involved and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was one of the things with moving from Fort Worth to Dallas that you found to be challenging?
The traffic. But you solve that by buying a convertible 6 speed. And so you make it an adventure.
Yeah.
And driving in Dallas is so different from Fort Worth. And just learning about Dallas and all the it, opportunities, it's just fun. And if you make it fun, then it's simple. It's really simple. Just enjoy whatever. So,
And you said buying a 6-speed convertible.
uh-huh.
Mom, for those of you that don't know, Mom, she drives a what standard,
Yeah.
a 6-speed,
Yeah.
and she's still look popping gears and driving 80 to 100 miles an hour. And of course, we freak out about it, and but she's still the go-go grandmother that she is. And though she moved away from Fort Worth, she still drives back and forth from Dallas to Fort Worth, um,
Oh,
to hang out with her friends, family, and classmates.
yeah.
So, though she's navigated and learned Dallas and North Dallas well, she still drives back to Fort Worth to hang out with friends and family. So the transition, she's overcome the transition, in other words, and she's still moving. The transition from Dallas, Fort Worth to Dallas, and then now she's back in Fort Worth, going
Yeah.
back and forth. And sometimes she's on the road, driving home at 8, 9, 10, and 11 o'clock at night
12, whatever.
from Fort Worth back to North Dallas.
Yeah.
So, this is what we know. We just say, just let us know that you made it when you do get in. So,
It's an adventure. And if you look at life as opportunity and adventure, then where's the trepidation?
yeah, that's
There is
true.
none. Yeah. You
Yeah,
just enjoy the moment.
yeah, yeah. What is it? Carpe diem.
Yeah. Absolutely.
seize,
Seize the day.
seize the day. Just seize the day. How has your faith helped you adapt to the new chapters in your life?
Um, Tremendously, because um, there were, uh, when my son suffered addiction, it was like I thought I would just lose my mind. And I finally figured out it isn't up to me. You just pray about it and God handles it. And he's been clean now 17 years or more.
Or more?
And yeah, so that faith really had to come into play there because are not able to make the changes that are necessary. The changes had to be within him, and he had to trust God for it. So all I did was pray, and my faith got strong.
Yeah. Was there ever, now I see your computer has stopped for a moment, but let me ask you this. I don't know if you can still hear me. Um, how has that faith given you the ability to give grace to others?